In this video, I'm going to be making a polymer clay mermaid that began with a Patricia Rose Goldie press mold. Unfortunately, it seems like you can't get these press molds anymore directly from Patricia Rose on eBay, but maybe some resellers. Always keep a lookout if that's something you're interested in. So here I'm modifying the face. It's already baked once with the pose, and then I'm just trying to make the face a little bit unique. And I'm using ProSculpt Very Light. So here I'm not making little fingers, I'm actually doing fins, and I feel like it works fine for mermaids, not so much for like elves and fairies, but for mermaids, why not? So here I'm already attaching the bottom fin, and I just have to maybe sand it a little bit. And I think I did not do the little scales, so I added a little bit of clay and then pressed in the scales, even though the form was already baked. So that's like a little thin layer that I added on a little bit later. Sometimes I'm in a, I don't want to say rush, but like I want to like bake it first to like freeze the pose, and then I forget the little details that like, oh wait, I should have added the scales. So here you see like a side angle of me sculpting. I'm still trying to figure out what's the best way to kind of position the camera that it's not too bothersome to me to focus on the painting or the sculpting, but then at the same time record what I'm doing. So for these, I'm not doing the mohair hair. I'm actually sculpting it with ProSculpt, and I kind of like sculpted hair better. I mean, obviously it doesn't have like the doll feel to it. It's more like a figure now, but I feel like I could control the hair better. I could sculpt it exactly how I want, and I think for me, I like that better. I will do more mohair mermaids or fairies in the future because I do have some mohair left that I would like to use, but I also would like to do some of the real hair. I consider this the real hair, but maybe the mohair is the real hair. So this is the clay hair. So I'm just adding some strands, and then I try and detail it later. I use the Sculpting smoothing solution. That's fine to use with ProSculpt as well. Really, any polymer clay, it works well. So I put the hair strand on, and then I'm using a clay shaper. I'm actually using the chisels size 6, but you could use the other, like the size 2, the size 0. And here I'm using like a wooden sculpting tool. I'm adding some front hair strands. So she's supposed to be like swimming mid-motion with like, so her hair is going to be like back on her face because she's going to be like speeding through the water. And here, so it's pretty much, I'm just looking like a once over, and it's pretty much done. I just have to bake it now after I finish the hair. Here, I did a mistake. Do not use cotton balls when you're baking as your clay, your bed over there. You want to use either polyfill or parchment paper or some other type kind of prop up. Do not use cotton. So here, a mistake happened that the fin actually broke, so you can see the fin in half. So I'm using Magic Smooth, and I'm going to use that as the adhesive to combine the two parts. Magic Smooth could be baked in the oven in the temperatures that we use for polymer clay, no problem. I did not want to use like other glue, like Gorilla Glue or something like that with a quick catch, because if you bake it afterwards, it's not good. It's not meant to be baked. Those adhesives where the Magic Smooth, like it's not meant to be baked, but it's okay if you bake it. So being that I was still going to bake this in the oven, I went to the Magic Smooth because it's a very, very strong adhesive. But the problem is that it doesn't have quick grab, so you either have to clamp it together or prop it up. So what I'm showing is actually after I mix it, I change my gloves because it's just very sticky, and I don't want to get it on other areas. So I'm using a toothpick. I'm putting a lot of the Magic Smooth in the area that I'm gonna press together, and then when I squeeze the two halves, some of it's gonna ooze out, and then I'm just gonna smooth that over. So you see a lot of it squeezed out. I just want to smooth that over. I was lucky in the sense that it did, the pieces did fit together, and it broke in such a way that they fit together that I didn't have to totally clamp it. So I was able to add the adhesive, and I'm gonna obviously, so now this is off camera. So this is one of the things I should have positioned the camera better, but you know, can't go back and do it now. So I'm just smoothing it over, and then once this is painted, you're not going to be able to see any crack or anything like that. And the Magic Smooth, it takes a while, like over like maybe about like a day, like so 24 hours. If you go in like 10 hours or so, it's still going to be that slight stickiness. So once it's fully cured, it's not going to be sticky at all. And then so here I moved, now everything's baked, the tail's on, and I went to the painting. So I'm using heat set Genesis paints, so it's going to be baked back in the oven. I've been doing about like 260, I would say, for like the 10 minutes, something like that. And so first I use thinner, and I kind of like put the brush with the whole area so that the rest of the paint has something to glide against. And I'm just trying to shade the skin area. I like doing stronger shading, so like the dark is like more dark in the crevice, and then the light, so you see, like, I don't like the subtle shading for my style. And I still think, I feel like oil paints are, for me, and I use the water mixable oils, I have more control with it. I like it better in the sense, but with that, they take a long time to dry. So for something like this that I could dry instantly, I just put it in the oven and it's dry. It's much better for things that I'm looking to sell or give as gifts. Like, you know, when I do the oil paints, it's like, okay, it's done, but then it has to just sit there curing for like weeks on end. So I know they do have the fast drying medium, but I like to paint with as least medium as possible. So here I'm just doing like the face. I'm outlining the face, trying to darken the little like curves and stuff like that, the little indents. And again, like, I'm using strong shading, so you kind of see, like, maybe it's unnatural, let's say, but that's the way I like to do it. So here I'm adding now I'm doing the eyes. I try and do one eye, like I do the same step for each eye at a time. I'm trying to darken the eyelash. I don't think I gave this one eyelashes, but like the brow, I add so I'm just going over and over. So the paint is all wet, because I didn't bake it in between doing the skin and the eyes. So I feel like I'm adding more paint to kind of, so that the eyes don't take the skin tone paint with it. But what I could have did is I could have had like a little heat gun. Maybe I could have like kind of dried some of the skin area and then worked on the eyes. But I didn't want to bake it too many times. So here I'm just like keep on reworking it until I feel like, okay, this looks good. And I'm doing the lips at the same time. And again, like, so this is like a 10-minute video, 11 minutes or so. Working time is in the hours about. So here I moved on to, so I baked the skin part and the face, and now I just moved on to the tail. So this, in comparison, I paint very fast, maybe like under 10 minutes. I had like the rest of the tail and the body painted, and certain areas I could paint really fast, other areas it takes me like a while. and I went with oranges, reds, and I tried to like blend it together. Okay, so here I added some white highlighting. You know, I could have baked it and then continued to paint, but you know, for time restraints, I didn't do that. I just kind of like, all right, this needs to be finished. So I didn't do as many bakings as maybe I could. Where a plus with the oils is that I could have just set it aside for a few days so that it kind of firmed up, and then I could have went back. So here I'm just adding finishing touches, and she's done, and you're gonna see some of the completed how it looks.